The shrimps E is the shrimp infected by the WSSV virus. WSSV is the white spot problems. Yeah, so I just mentioned the shrimps E seems very same with shrimp C, right? But what's the difference? You can say the shrimp E is bigger than shrimp C. So here is the characteristics of these two diseases. The AHPND problems, the diseases, appears most of the time in the first month of the farming, but WSSV will easy to be appears in the late breeding stage, late farming stage. Yeah, like the tick, DLC 60s as example. Yeah, because the virus problems was easy to outbreak in the late breeding stages, because this time the water condition and the environment condition turning worse, so the virus easy to outbreak. So that's why the shrimp E is bigger than shrimp C. So let's come to shrimp F. The shrimp F looks very same with shrimp G, right? But it's different diseases. Shrimp F is the muscle necrosis diseases. This shrimp get the white muscle problems. So when it compares with the shrimp J also appears problems with the muscle problems, right? But it's the shrimp infected by IMNV is also a virus. So the difference is that when the shrimp gets the IMNV, the virus, the shrimp's tail firstly will turn red color, and then the tail part body will turn to white. So this is different with the white necrosis. So that is the difference between these several common diseases during the shrimp farming. So let's come to next page. And if you think what I shared in this screen is a common problems during your farming, yeah, you can leave pictures or your questions in the chat box. Let's come to next picture. These pictures I shared is the shrimps from a farm in Banyuwangi, yeah, East Java, Banyuwangi. And do you know which one, these two shrimps, do you know which one got a disease? Maybe you can guess and reply me in the chat box. Maybe you can share in the chat box your answer. Yeah, which one get the which shrimp get the diseases? Yeah, I will give you the answer in the left side. The smaller shrimps is the shrimp get the diseases. And what diseases the shrimp get? So it's the topic we talked about today, the EMS and the HPND. So what is the EMS and HPND? I know some shrimp farmers, sometimes we may guess these shrimps is slow growth, whether it's get the HPND or EMS. So today I will share with you some features to help you analyze whether the shrimps get HPND. Actually, the EMS and HPND is a very common disease during the culture of the shrimp, especially the Finas venami. It's the shrimps we Indonesia shrimp farmer mainly farmed, right? Especially in recent years, these problems is very easy to outbreak and brings a big loss for the shrimp farmers. So the features of HPND is that it mainly occurs within 1 month. That's why we call it EMS. It's the early mortality, right? After we start the new cycle, and the shrimps fry even can become quick and die within 10 days after we release the shrimp fry. So I summarize the features is HPND and EMS is very quick. It's very quick to appear and cause the mortality. So the second features is that the dying shrimp really appears at the edge of the pool. Yeah, different with other diseases. It's very invisible. The HPND and EMS is invisible and outbreak suddenly, and we cannot take measures very quick, right? So it's very easy to causing the prominent death. So we don't want to face with this condition, right? So for the next features is when the frames may get sick and die the next day. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Today the shrimp get this, tomorrow the shrimp die. So it's very sudden, right? Suddenly. So then the condition occurs very suddenly and also with a high mortality rate. Yeah, so these are the three features of the HPND: a very quick, invisible, and high mortality rate. So what about the shrimps? Now we know the features of the HPND, so it can appeal all the shrimp farmers to pay attention to do the prevention and treatment for the HPND, right? So how we can judge whether the shrimp get the HPND? You can see from the picture I shared, yeah, it's the shrimp get HPND. So you can see when the shrimp get HPND, the shrimp's body color easy to turn white, yeah, turn white, as I shared in the first pages I share with you. So also the shrimp's shell will become soft. You can check by your hands, take the shrimps out from the water and check by your hands to check whether the shrimp's shell is soft. And also the shrimp's vitality is weakened, yeah. And you can also find the shrimp's feed intake will be very slow, or some shrimps don't want to take the feed. And also the shrimp's movement is very slow swimming in the pond. And for another features is the color of the shrimp's pancreas is pale. Yeah, it's pale or a redness with the erosion. So that is another features. What's more, the pancreas of some shrimps were significantly atrophied or abnormally enlarged, bigger than before, and also necrotic. That is the what we can observe by our eyes to check shrimps' pancreas. And what's more, the shrimps will appear as an empty stomach and gut, just like the pictures I share. The shrimp's stomach without feed in, and the shrimp's intestine also without some feed. So that is the features of the shrimp when the shrimp get HPND. Yeah, hope it's helpful for you guys. So what's the main reasons? What's the main reasons of the HPND? It's the yellow and green vibrous. I shared in the picture the yellow colony and the green colony, and the main vibrous caused the HPND and EMS is the vibrio parahemolytics. Yeah, that will attack the shrimp's pancreas and intestine. That is the vibrio. So here is the sources of the infection of the EMS and the HPND. Hope can help you guys to find some opinions to do a prevention. So the first one is when the shrimps already infected in the PL stages, it may result in the mortality within 2 weeks of the stocking. That means they quick, right? And what's more, in fact, they grow out shrimps. When it's infected the PL shrimp and also some pollutions, and also when there comes the algal crash and also the unstable pond conditions, these all may cause the EMS and HPND. And what's more, the crossing contamination, accumulation of the pathogens in the water, and also the sediments, and also the surface, the tools, the equipment, these all may bring the sources of the EMS and HPND. So from the sources, now we know the sources, and later we can try to give some prevention, right? So here is the suggestions from my side, the intervention on the EMS and HPND. The first, we'd better proactively reduce the feeding. It's suggestion about 30 to 50% of the feeding amount. Yeah, and what's the reason? Yeah, maybe you guys can guess and share in the chat box. And I'm going to share with you, because when the shrimps get the HPD and EMS, as I mentioned, the shrimps digestive organ will be attacked by the vibro, so the shrimps digestive organ will be weakened, right? Will be weakened, and the digestive ability will be low. And when the shrimps still eat a lot of feed, it will bring a large burden to the shrimp's digestive system. It's very easy to make them break down. Finally, leads to the shrimp's mortality. So that's why I suggest you, when you suspect the shrimps get EMS and HPD, first of all, try to reduce the feed amount 30% to 50%, to help control. And the second, properly do the water exchange. The water exchange, the suggestion is that small amount of times. Do not suddenly give the water change, because the shrimps, if the outside environment changes suddenly, the shrimps cannot stand it, right? There will be a lot of stress pushed on the shrimp, right? And the shrimp's body easy to break down. And the third one, the algae control. We just mentioned the sources of the EMS and HPD may be caused by the algal crash, right? So that's why we need to take the control of the algae. Try to give some probiotics at the night time. So here, for the probiotics, for my suggestion, we can try to use the photosynthetic bacteria. And other bacteria like the lactic acid bacteria is also okay, or the mixture of the probiotics is also suggested for you guys to use. But it's not recommended to use the algae acid to eliminate the algae, because the algae exists in the water. It has its also a useful things in the water, right? The algae also divided into the beneficial one and the harmful one, right? So take the blue algae as example. The blue algae will produce the toxins. We need to eliminate it. But the green algae, they help to do the water purity. So we need to do the algae control, but not eliminate the algae. So that is the point. So what's more, the fourth suggestions, with better double dosing the feed probiotics to inhibit the vibro production. So here we need to know key points. The vibro is a kind of environmental pathogenic bacteria. So the vibro, when the vibro turns to harmful bacteria, is the environment getting worse, and the shrimp's immunity be low at this time. The vibro will attack the shrimp. But if you do the water detect and find there are vibros in the water, but the shrimps don't get disease, right? That means the vibro amount is still okay for the shrimp. You just need to focus on the shrimp to improve the shrimp's immunity. Is okay. So that is the point 4. So come to the point 5. We can double dosing of the feed bile acids to help recover the shrimp's pancreas, because I mentioned the HPND, the yams, the vibro mainly attack shrimp's pancreas and intestine, right? So when the pancreas be damaged, what we can do for the shrimp, add some feed bile acids to help recover the pancreas and the intestine. So that's why I suggest you to double dose it. So the next suggestion, we can double dose the prophylaxis, like the organic acids, the organic acids, monoglycerate, like this, try to double the dosing to adjust the water condition. And the last suggestion is that we can fermentate the feed. Yeah, this is not a very easy methods we can take, but if some shrimp farmers you get a suitable condition, you can try to do that, fermentate the feed. So for next part, I want to share with you the some lessons we learned from the EMS and the HPND control, and as something we need to pay attention. Okay, for the first one, I want to emphasize the heavy disinfection for the water does not control the vibro. So I know some shrimp farmers, when they are facing with the vibro problems, they want to do the disinfection for the water, try to kill all the vibros, but it's not a good idea. It's not a good suggestions for you guys to take. Yeah, because the vibro will grow very fast in the newly disinfected water. So that's why I don't suggest you to do the heavy disinfection. So just take the interventions I mentioned in the last page. It's okay. So what's more, the Foley culture with the fish. The Foley culture with the fish can help make the water maturation. It can significantly help to reduce the mortalities caused by the EMS. It's another methods we can take to polyculture with the fish with the shrimp. Yeah. So the adoption of the polyculture will help the shrimp's production recover in the farming if already being hit by with the EMS. That is the experience from Vietnam. Yeah, because Vietnam is also a very early outbreak countries of the EMS and HPND, so it's their experience. So what's more, another key points, we need to protect the shrimps have the pancreas and improve the immunity. It helps make a good prevention on the EMS. So because we know the hepatopancreas functions is very important for the shrimp. The functions of hepatopancreas is to help to synthesize the digestive enzymes, to help to digestive the nutrients from the feed, and also absorb a lot of digestive materials from the feed. What's more, the hepatopancreas will also help to do the detoxification, and also will storehouse a large amount of nutrients like the lipids. The lipids is from the fat in the feed, and supply the energy for the shrimp growth. And what's more, the hepatopancreas is also a central of the immune system of the shrimp's body. So we know hepatopancreas really plays a very important role in the shrimp's body. So when the shrimp's hepatopancreas get damaged, what we will face with, we can say the nutrients will lose, and finally will increase the FCR of our farming, increase the cost. And also the shrimps cannot to remove the external toxins in their body, and also the shrimp's immunity will be decreased, easy to be attacked by the vibro, the parasites, and also some virus. So that's why I emphasize you guys, prevention is better than treatment. It's better for us to focus on the shrimp's hepatopancreas to do a good prevention. Hello, Mr. David, welcome to the webinar today. We talked about HPND, and I already shared the HPND, the reasons and the measures. Yeah, if you want to know the previous presentation, you can follow our YouTube. Yeah, I will upload the recording of today's webinar, and with local language, with Indonesian and English, and you can get it. So here I emphasize for the shrimp farming, the prevention is always better than treatment. So that is always a key point I always emphasize to all the shrimp farmers I talked with, because the shrimps is a very fragile creature in the world, right? It's so small, and once the shrimps get disease, it's very easy to die. Yeah, it's very easy to cause the mortality. So do a good prevention. It's very important. So what we can do to do a good prevention for the EMS and HPND, here I want to share with you guys a very critical stage of the shrimp's growth. We call it liver transition. It's also the hepatopancreas transition, yeah. Because we mentioned the EMS and HPND will outbreak, especially in the shrimps farming the first month, from DOC 1 to DOC about 30 days. This is the peak time of the shrimp to get EMS and HPND. So we better focus on these critical stages, the hepatopancreas transition, because the liver transition actually is the growth stages of the shrimp's hepatopancreas, just as us, our human beings, is our childhood period. So our body is still growing, right? We need to lead a good condition. So for the liver transition, it will start from the PL shrimp, most of the time PL 10 to 12, and gradually after 7 to 10 days, you will gradually find their the hepatopancreas covered with a white membrane. The white membrane I shared in the picture actually is the lipid stored at the hepatopancreas. And gradually, when it comes to the hepatopancreas mature, the hepatopancreas will turn to a dark brown color. That is a healthy hepatopancreas color. And that also means the shrimp's hepatopancreas is mature. And this stage is from the first month of the farming. First month. Most of the time, we do the shrimp farming for 3 months, right? Maybe some farmer, they want to raise big shrimp, maybe longer. But most of the time, for most of the shrimp farmer, we raise 3 months, right? So for the first month is the critical stage for us to do a good prevention for the EMS. So let's check the hepatopancreas under the microscope. This is the changes of the hepatopancreas. You can see when the shrimp's hepatopancreas is still growing, you can see the cells, the hepatic lobule is very hazy. You even cannot see where is the cells of the hepatopancreas, right? And gradually during the shrimp's growth, about the DOC 50, you can see gradually the shrimp's hepatopancreas cells comes out. You can see the age. You can see a very hazy age of the cells, right? And then when the shrimps comes to the liver transition already over, you can see the shrimp's cells have been complete, and there are some yellow things. There you can see something yellow under the microscope. That is the lipids. That is the lipids stored at the hepatopancreas. They will adhere at the hepatopancreas cells. We also call it hepatic lobule. So during this stage, you will find the shrimp's feed intake keep increasing. Yeah, because the shrimps need to grow. They need to eat more, right? They need to eat more, so the hepatopancreas burden also increase. The digestive burden also increase. So here I want to introduce you with a product to help to release the burden of the shrimp's hepatopancreas. Yeah, it's the bile acids, and this one you can see from what in my hand, and it's the main elements is the 75% bile acids with 25% carrier, and it's also a very convenient product because it's completely water soluble. It's a white colors powder and completely water soluble. So you can directly mix it with the shrimp's feed. So the main functions of bile acids, of renewable bile acids, is to improve the fat and fat soluble vitamins digestion and absorption in the shrimp's hepatopancreas, and plays a function to protect shrimp's hepatopancreas. So the usage of bile acids is you can directly take bile acids, mix with water, and then mix with the feed. Yeah, the suggested dosage is 2 to 3 kilogram per ton feed. That is a feedback from the shrimp farmers. And the applications of bile acids on the shrimps is, as I mentioned, necessary for the shrimps, especially the liver transition stage, because we need to lay a good growth foundation for the shrimp, right? So this is the experiment from your locally, and this is on the left side. On the left side is the shrimps without bile acids. Without bile acids, you can see the distribution of the gut spots is disorder in the left side bottom pictures, and there are some bleeding points. The shrimp without bile acids. And also the pancreas duct is underdeveloped. It's not full. And when it comes with the shrimps with bile acids, you can see the pancreas mature and grows in a good condition, and the shrimps pancreas cells is full and accumulated a lot of lipids here. And when it comes to see the shrimp's gut under the microscope, you can see the distribution of the gut spot is regular, uniform, without bleeding points. So it's very obvious to see the pictures of these two shrimp. You can see the shrimps with bile acids, the stomach, pancreas, and the intestine under good condition. But the shrimps without bile acids, you can see the pancreas is enlarged and a little bit red, and the intestine of the shrimps is incontinuous. There be some problems with the shrimp's intestine. So the mechanism of bile acids, how the bile acids works in the shrimp's body to do the digestion and absorption of fat, is that when the shrimps take the feed in, the emulsified fat, bile acids can help to emulsify the fat in the shrimp feed into a small droplets, and then the bile acids will activate the lipids for hydrolyzation and help the fatty acids, especially LCFF, for the circulation in the shrimp's body. So that's why we said bile acids can help to improve the feed utilization and help you to reduce the FCR and save the feed cost. So for the third applications, the bile acids can also help to increase the survival rate by 5 to 10%. In the chat we shared, you can see the survival rate. The survival rate is feedback from Ecuador. After with use bile acids, the survival rate have been increased about 4%. So for the survival rate is different from the shrimp farmers. Hello, Mr. David. Yeah, sorry that I just see your message in the chat box. Yes, I will. Now I'm recording the presentations I take today, and later I will share in the YouTube. In my YouTube, you can follow our YouTube, and I will upload the translation in Indonesia. Yeah. Into the YouTube, and you can get the video in our YouTube channel, LaChan's Aquaculture Nutrition. You can search by yourself, and later I will also share on the screen. Thank you. So let me give us a summarize. So bile acids can help to protect the shrimp's pancreas and also prevent the shrimps from some common diseases, especially EMS and HPND. And what's more, bile acids can help promote the fat and fat-soluble vitamin in the shrimp's feed digestion and absorption, release the shrimp's pancreas digestive burden. So what's more, it can also help improve the feed utilization and also improve your FCR, save the feed cost. And finally, if during your farming, you can keep the outside environment under good condition with bioassays, we can guarantee you finally get a good production. So this is the this year we visit some shrimp farms locally. Especially these pictures is the shrimp farms from East Java. Yeah, we visit them with our local distributor. Yeah, these pictures I think is showed in Banyuwangi and Probolinggo, and also we visit them and take our technicians in my company to help them to give some suggestions on the farming. And here are some cases we collected from the local Indonesia shrimp farmers. And this one is the control experiment from a farm from Surabaya. And you can see this shrimp farmer, he take the bioassays to try to use in 2 ponds. I think it's not only 2 ponds. We take these 2 ponds as an example. And finally, we find the FCR have been decreased, and especially the survival rate of the shrimps increased a lot, nearly 20%. That is really a very good data for us, but I want to emphasize, we know that different shrimp farms have a different conditions. We need to depend on the real conditions. And if you want to make a better survival rate or get a good FCR by using bioassays, you can share with us your farming process, and I will follow up your whole farming process to give you guidance. Thank you. And these are the bioassays application in the hatchery farm, in the hatchery stages. And this is for the first picture in the left side is the hepatopancreas under the microscope, the shrimp fries. You can see there are a lot of fat stored at the bioassays. A lot of fat stored at the hepatopancreas after using bioassays. The shrimp fries also the growth stages also be shortened, especially the mysis period shortened about 1 to 2 days. So that means bioassays also help accelerate the growth of the seedlings of the fry. So for this feedback from the Probolinggo hatchery farms, we make a video. Yeah, we make a video. You can also watch this video in our YouTube channel, La Chance Aquaculture Nutrition. Okay, we get your WhatsApp. Thank you, Mr. Davy, and thanks for your watching, and thanks for your time to watching my webinar today. And I really hope what I shared is helpful for you. So this case is from in Sumatra, and this customer is a big fan of my product, and he not only used bioassays but also other 3 products from my company. And finally, he have a good ABW, and also because he's doing the traditional farming, and he wants to chasing a higher production by using 4 of our product, and finally we help him to reach the good result. You can see from the pictures, the shrimps have the pancreas and the intestine under a very healthy condition. And here is the feedback from Banyuwangi, and this chart I shared with you are also on our brochure of our product. Later I will share with you. And this customer, he take 5 pounds to do the trial, and finally we find the growth performance and the weight increased. And here are some feedbacks. Here are some feedback from Indonesia, from Timur Java, Middle Java, yeah, and also from East Java and Sumatra. Yeah, if you want to know more about the local cases, you can leave your WhatsApp with me, and later I can share with you. And here are some global cases. These are feedback from Thailand. You can see after bioacids, the shrimp's color the appearance really good, and I think the shrimps with a good appearance can sell in a better price, right? So these are all the feedback from Thailand customer. And in the second pictures is what bioacids looks like. It's a white powder crystal, just like the crystal, and very easy to be applied during your farming. And here is the feedback from India. Yeah, after using bioacids for 50 days, the survival rate and the growth performance improved very significantly. And also the shrimps with a healthy hepatopancreas and a good white membrane and a very good feed intake even after the rainy day. And here is the feedback from Ecuador. From Ecuador, we know that Ecuador's farming is the environment in Ecuador is pretty good, right? Not only the water but also the weather. So the shrimp farmers from Ecuador, most of the time they focus on the growth performance and high production. So bioacids really help them to reach a good result. The survival rate also increased nearly 20, yeah, and the FCR improved, yeah, the FCR improved. This is all from Ecuador, and you can see the shrimps looks pretty beautiful. And here is the experiment I shared just now. It's from Vietnam. The shrimps with bioacids, you can see the condition pretty good, and the ABW increased a lot. And this all the this part of the shrimps farmers, you can see all of them with a smile. So I think our aim to not only to sell Renew 2, we hope Renew 2 bioacids can help us to guard these smells from every shrimp farmer all over the world. That's our aim. Okay, so for the purchasing method in Indonesia, here I share with you, and you can try to search Renew 2 bioacids in Tokopedia. And now we authorized 2 shops in Tokopedia. These in the red blank, in the red blank, and these 2 shops are authorized. Yeah, you can see, because when you search Renew 2, there maybe comes a lot of shops, but only the in the first and second one is the local distributors. Yep. And you can also scan the QR code to get the local distributors' contact information. And now we have local dealers in Surabaya, Jakarta, and also in the East Java and also Sulawesi. But now we still lack distributors in Sumatra. If you have interest to be a distributor, to be a dealer in Sumatra, you are welcome to contact us. Okay, that's all for what I want to share for my presentation today, and hope today what I shared on the hepatopancreas, the analysis and the prevention measures on the EMS and HPND is helpful for you, and hope everyone watch my presentation today. Yeah, every shrimp farmers, finally we have a good harvest and a good benefit. Thanks for you guys, and thanks for your time. Okay, maybe it's time for us to give a Q&A, just as Mr. David mentioned. Okay, Thank you. Thanks for your recognition on my presentation today. And maybe today I have not take a good time for you, for Indonesia farmers. And maybe next time I will give this presentation again and to try to choose a better time for all the shrimp farmers in Indonesia. Okay, that's all for today's live show. If you want to get the recording video of this webinar today, you can subscribe our YouTube channel, La Chance Aquaculture Nutrition. Like this one, I will show you La Chance Aquaculture Nutrition to watch this recording later. I will give the Indonesia translation. Thank you. And see you guys. You can also follow my Facebook. I will do a live streaming on Facebook every week and to share some shrimp farming knowledge. Thank you guys. Yep, we can talk later through the WhatsApp. Thank you. Thanks for your watching today. Bye bye.
The recording has stopped.